Ladies and gentlemen, we are finally back on Around the Reel. And what you're hearing is Katrina Kope and her latest single, Above and Beyond. Fucking badass, goddamn badass song. And we had the pleasure to speak with musician and recording artist Katrina Kope today. From her multiple genre approach ranging from jazz to blues to electronica and to funk, Katrina delivers amazing vocals and songs that have established a massive respect among her peers. This shit is badass, guys. So definitely check her out and make sure you listen to this entire episode. You'll learn so much more about what type of person she is, what she's gone through, and what's inspired her. It's amazing to hear artists be able to do the things that we all love to do, and we just have to. And that's what Katrina talks about a little bit. Whether she gets paid or not for it, she can't help but do it. And to me, that's what a true artist does. Whether you're a filmmaker, an actor, writer, doesn't matter. You know you got to keep doing this shit. You just love it too much. So please sit back and enjoy our conversation with the lovely Katrina Kope.
Welcome to Around the Reel with your hosts, Aaron Carlson, Charles Lawson, and Samantha Hanna.
We'll just roll with the punches and go with that.
Okay.
I love resetting.
Right. I can do that.
Dude, imagine if life could you just reset it like we just did and everything just fucking works.
That'd be great. I would totally reset shit because
People would still complain about the 5 minutes it took to reset everything.
I would take the 5 minutes.
Well, yes. I'm glad to hear that you would.
I would.
However, we live in a microwave age where everyone wants what they want in 1 minute.
Microwave age?
Microwave age.
yeah, when you because
Microwave
instant gratification.
Yep.
Well, how do you not enjoy instant gratification?
Well,
I mean, think about it.
I enjoy all kinds of gratification.
If I could touch myself and I'm instantly gratified, I would love that shit. You know what I mean, Katrina?
why this is
Katrina,
getting awfully
Katrina,
creepy
I
and
really
gross,
hope
right?
you listened to the show before you jumped on with us today. Otherwise, you might be going,
You
"What
won't
the
know
hell
what you
am
got
I
yourself
doing?"
Into. What did I get myself into?
Well, finally, we got her on the air. Katrina Kope, how are you?
Hi.
Hi.
I'm good, you know?
Yeah, what's going on with you?
Well, I guess I just actually had minor surgery the other day.
Oh.
Yeah, I got some melanoma cut out. So,
Oh, shit.
So I guess this is a get your skin checked.
We were just talking
moment.
about that. We were just
Katrina,
talking about that.
Katrina, this is creepy. On
Yeah.
the way here,
On the way here.
driving to the
Really?
studio,
Oh, yeah.
Sam mentioned, she's like, oh, yeah, and I got my little cancer spot right here.
It's right here.
And I'm like, dude, you better watch that.
My family, it runs in my family, melanoma.
Yeah, it
Wow.
runs in my family. So does the basal and the squamous. And
But you're
Yeah.
young. You look so young. How, if you don't mind me asking, how young? How young are you?
how young?
No, you look extremely young. Are you in your 30s?
I am not in my
Okay.
30s. Actually, I've pretty much done music and art all my life, and I don't have kids, and so maybe that's part of it. And
That's pretty much it.
That's
yeah.
pretty.
Yeah, you don't have any children. That's why you glow still.
You do glow. You're beautiful.
that's probably my face products.
Good lighting.
Before.
I have to be honest with you. I was thinking I was going to be offending you when I said, "Are you in your 30s?"
Oh, really?
I did. I was like, well, I'm aiming high because obviously she's older than she looks.
Well, we're all
because
mature here. We're all old.
We're not old.
We're old.
We're like
not
one.
offended.
I'm kind of old. I feel kind
You're
of
the
old.
youngest one here. What do you mean?
I know.
You feel old?
Well, no, not necessarily because
We don't know her
she's the
exact
youngest
age.
one here. And if not, she looks like the youngest one here. So
Hey, dude, what am I? Chopped liver?
Yeah.
I don't look that old.
yeah, you do.
What the fuck?
Just kidding.
You believe this, Katrina?
You look older than her, though.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
After your surgery, I hope you got some
We all
good
look older
drugs to
than
be able
her.
to put up with our conversations throughout as we get through the next hour or so on Around the Reel. So thank you for joining us today.
Yes. Oh, well, welcome to Around the Reel. So Katrina, how did the surgery go? Everything okay?
Everything was fine. It's just, I think I'm just like really, I've always been afraid to be cut into, and I can't watch slasher type movies, where they're like sewing people back together or whatever.
Does it scare you or make you sick?
It makes me like, like squeamish.
Okay.
I just can't. I could never be a nurse or a doctor. I couldn't look
Same.
at it. The doctor even offered to put a towel over my head so I wouldn't have to like see it. But I'm like, no, I'm not even going to look over it. I'm not going to look. Just not. So yeah, like a little tiny, piece of melanoma that they found is going to be this long scar. So, I'm like, okay, it'll just be a reminder to like, I've got to go in every 3 months now, Like I didn't go in for 7 years, and I have a lot of freckles and moles, and it's in my family. And I'm like, I just had a wild hair of like, well, I should probably get in there. And then they found 2 melanoma spots. So I'm like lucky because it was in stage 1.
Yeah.
So it hadn't, gotten to be super aggressive, but
Right.
Makes you think.
yeah, like
Jeez.
get your skin checked.
Yeah, literally, especially when it's in your family like it is ours.
And if you need somebody
Yeah.
to help you check, well, feel free to give us a call here at Around the Reel, and we'll check
That's
your skin
creepy,
for
Chuck.
you.
Thank you, Chuck.
I
Appreciate
Thanks,
that
Chuck.
plug
I got
there.
everybody's names changed except mine. My bad.
Yeah, you might as well fix yours to creepoid. Weirdo.
Yeah, weirdo.
All right.
Creepoid?
Well, I'm going to go get myself checked out because I've already had cancer, just not skin cancer.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I had
Yeah.
cervical. So, yeah, definitely makes you think.
Yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
I got to go get a mammogram. I've never done one of those.
I've never done one of those either.
I haven't either.
I've played the machine before.
Mammogram machine?
My mom got one and she scared me so bad. She was like, "Oh my god, I hurt."
Is that when they have
Yeah,
to
they
do the
like-
thing and
they squish your boob.
They squish it.
This way. It
Vice
doesn't
grip.
look good.
Vice press.
I'm not.
I think they should do that for guys with
Just-
their balls.
Just put our
You have
balls
to
in the
put your
thing.
balls in like a compactor and just get them squished. Like
Okay, well, wait a second. We don't
gotta be-
have the extra tissues around our testicles that you ladies do around your breasts, so they could actually just grab them and go, "Okay, it's fine,"
Yeah, they do that.
because
They just grab our shit and then they're just like,
that's got to be fun when a doctor grabs your balls.
Depends on how nice he looks.
and how many hands he has.
That's true.
'Cause I swear to God, my doctor has 3 hands.
Oh my god!
Yeah.
You know what you got yourself into coming on this show, right?
Ooh, I didn't know we were doing a prostate exam as well. Right? Same
Katrina?
time.
Same time.
Please tell me you listened to one of these before.
Oh, I haven't, but
Oh,
that's okay.
you
I'm
have
like, I'm like the oldest of 6, and like we're kind of, we like to make each other go, what? Ew.
Right.
Yeah.
Hey,
So,
that's my job.
Okay, well, you're in the right place then.
Yes, you're going to be fine.
We make each other do that a lot.
But Sam,
my
she's
husband and I
hinting
do
at
that
these
too.
things.
We like to gross each other out. So see who can do that the most.
What's
Usually
one-
I win.
What's the
You
last
usually
thing?
win.
Okay, yeah. So,
usually
what's the last thing you did to your husband that grossed him out? Please tell us. No, that's awesome.
Yeah, we have to know.
What was the last thing I did to gross you
I mean,
out?
we can play it first. We can go first to
It's unspeakable. I can't even talk about it.
She can't even say it.
Oh my god!
All right, Sam. What's the last thing I did that grossed you out?
Oh, I thought you were going to ask what's the last thing I did to gross you out.
Well,
No,
okay,
no, me first.
either
You
way.
go. I always go
Oh.
first. Yeah,
Okay, so the
I'll set
last
precedent.
thing that,
What did I do that grossed you out? Anything?
yeah, when you're an asshole, that
Come
grosses
on,
me
that's
out
so
really
lame.
bad.
That's so
It really
stupid.
grosses me out. I'm sorry.
I mean,
It's
something
gross.
like gross.
Oh god, I don't know.
I don't do anything.
I know
do
what I do. Like I can name off like 10 things I do that gross you out.
Yeah. There's a few. There's a few.
But yeah,
There's a
no,
few
I
things.
I don't know. You don't really gross me out, I guess.
Oh.
I wish I had something.
I wish I had something.
Oh, I know.
What?
When
What?
when you pick your teeth and flick it on the wall, like when it goes on the wall.
Oh,
and
like if
yeah.
I'm doing when I'm flossing or something and it
Yeah.
goes up on the mirror.
Yep,
And then
there's,
I
like,
don't clean
meat-
it off the mirror.
meat chunks on the mirror, and it's so bad.
Dude,
Okay,
I gotta
that's-
get my teeth. I gotta get out the
that's it.
teeth, bro.
That's it.
I can't help that.
Or whenever we move our bed and we find out all kinds of stuff and things that you flicked back there.
Oh, like toenails and shit?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll take a toenail and throw it. I don't give a shit.
It's really gross.
You gotta get those toenails off, bro.
It's disgusting.
Okay. All right. Fair enough. Fair enough.
How about you, Aaron? What have I done to
What's the
one
last
of the
thing?
million things?
What is the last thing she did that grossed you out?
Everything grosses him out about me.
I don't like to sleep with food in the bed. So there's literally crumbs stuck to my leg, up my ass.
I eat
Shit
in
like-
bed. I'm
she
sorry.
eats in fucking bed, and it's
In the middle
all
of the
over the
night.
bed. There's chocolate smeared on the fucking sheets.
Sometimes I wake
I'm
up
like,
with chocolate
bro,
stuck.
are you sure that's
to my-
chocolate, Sam?
It's chocolate.
Okay.
It's freaking chocolate.
It's usually not chocolate.
It's definitely
either
chocolate.
or poop, and it's
Either way,
It's not
don't lick it.
poop.
I would never lick anything in that bed.
I
Never.
would because I know what it is.
you wouldn't taste it.
Wait, you just
I
said
guess
you
I'm
never
just a
licked
gross
anything
person.
in the bed?
No.
Sorry,
thought-
Sam.
No.
I thought you were going to say Muffy was the.
Oh man. Okay, now that is a gross thing.
That's just a
too.
disappointing nickname.
Actually, that is kind of gross. Now that you mentioned it. Yeah, she's named her little tummy,
muffin top.
her little pooch, Muffy.
Muffy.
Yeah, and it
I think it's cute.
she
too.
thinks it's
Thank
cute
you.
too, but for
It is
some reason
cute.
when she says Muffy, I smell it. You know, it's just kind of
so bad.
yeah. I don't know. Like ooh,
Wait,
Muffy.
you smell it? Like
Yeah.
when she says Muffy, you go and
he can
smell
smell
it.
Yeah,
the word.
No,
there's there's an odor to that word. To me, does that make sense at all? Like when somebody says a word, you know, when somebody says moist, and you're like, ugh.
Well, no, moist doesn't bother me. But if anybody says like the word damp, I automatically think of like a crawl space. You know,
Okay.
dark, dirty. You can
Correct.
smell the damp. You can smell the dirt. You can smell the old, the age.
Muffy does something. to
Muffing
me.
does something.
I'm just
for
a
you.
gross person. I don't care. I eat
not
off
that
the floor
gross.
and I nickname my muffin top. Whatever.
Well, don't eat off the floor with all the animals you have. Then that's not chocolate chips that
I
are
don't give
scattered around the floor.
You know what? Shut up.
Okay.
I
Well,
don't, I don't just eat dirt off the floor, stupid. If I drop something, I pick it up and eat it.
Which is probably has dirt from the floor.
Who gives
on
a
it.
shit?
well, here's our first 10 minutes of our program today,
I
fellas.
know. And we still don't know who the hell our guest is
Well,
and
we're
what they
going to
do.
talk to Katrina now,
We are
so we
gonna
get
talk
to
to
know
her
her
now.
instead of all our bullshit. Katrina, thanks for being with us today. It's really nice of you to be here.
Thanks for
First of all,
having me.
absolutely. So, we know you're like this badass musician, and we've listened to some of your songs, and I've got to tell you that I'm kind of old school, like Mazzy Starish kind of shit, you know?
Mm-hmm.
And you've got a really funky, smooth, like harmonic, melodious. Is that a word? Like a really, dude. You just got this
It's a
really
different sound.
They sound like compliments. Just keep going.
yeah, it's just a really fucking beautiful sound you have to your music. So I wanted you to know that right away. Like Above and Beyond, I was listening to that. That shit's badass. I fucking love that song. So tell the audience a little bit about what you do, how you got into some music.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. What do? I am a musician. I am a vocalist, songwriter. I play keys. I guess I first started playing piano when I was 4. My mom is also a piano teacher, so that's kind of part of it, I think, why I started so young. But then also took from other teachers instead of her, because sometimes taking from your own parents doesn't work so well. You need like someone else. So yeah, I've had music throughout my life. I've played violin. I was in the orchestra. I hated it. I wanted to be in choir. Finally was able to be in choir in high school, started learning guitar, started playing more piano, memorizing pieces like Moonlight Sonata and fun classical songs like that.
Right.
But I guess I've always, I also grew up because my family is Christian. I grew up Christian, so I could really only listen to classical music and Michael W. Smith and Amy Grant, and I wasn't allowed to listen to anything else. But then I think I really gravitated to the Beatles. I loved the Beatles, and then I gravitated to Billie Holiday. I just all of a sudden really loved jazz.
Cool.
When I was in high school. So I loved Billie Holiday and Sarah Vaughan. And I think my favorite jazz singer is Nancy Wilson, not of heart.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
But, you know,
Yeah.
Nancy Wilson, the jazz singer, she's amazing, my favorite. And I think I went to Cornish out of high school, and I just really wanted to get good at music, at singing, at songwriting, because I would hear songs on the radio when I was like in middle school and be like, how do they do that? I want to do that, you know?
Right.
So cool. And so I just would collect poems and, you know, started writing songs, and it's just, yeah, it's something I love to do, and I love to collaborate, so I've collaborated a lot. I've been in many bands, Bowie Vision, a cover band. I've been in a 20-piece jazz band where I'm the only singer, and it's like a bunch of horns, which was really cool. So it fulfilled that need to be in a big band and sing some jazz. And I've been a wedding singer. I still am sometimes. And I write for my band Purgato, Purrgato, which is more of like a dark wave synth pop. I think kind of like Lana Del Rey meets Depeche Mode, maybe,
Right.
kind
I've
of
heard a
vibe.
little bit of them. Yeah, I heard some of it today.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I did. It's really awesome.
Yeah.
That sound to me resonates because I was a huge Depeche Mode fan. So
Yeah.
I love what you're doing.
Yeah, I'm definitely a teenager of the 90s. So, like, I fell in love with, Depeche Mode was during that time. Also, Beck. I love Beck.
Yep.
And Radiohead. And who else? Fiona Apple.
Mm-hmm.
You know, those were, like, big inspirations. Portishead.
Oh,
Big
I love
inspiration.
Portishead. I forgot about
Yeah.
that. That's
Yeah.
another. Yeah, you guys do sound like them a tad too. You have that
Yeah.
same kind of sound, that vibe.
Yeah, I think I definitely pulled some of the 90s with me. Like as I've done music, I still like have a bit of that vibe that I just love.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so and then I just actually I've been in other bands like Closed Circuit, and I co-run an all-female improv band called Blood Moon Orchestra, and we make up music on the spot. So it's like everyone in there's a lady and female identifying. And then what we would do before pandemic was we would book a show on the full moon of every month at some different venue, and we'd have female like solo or bands that would open for us. And then we'd pass around a jar and just have people write topics down. So when we would play, we would pull topics from the jar and just like make it up. Like
Just improv it right there. That's cool.
just improv it.
Yeah.
And we'd be like, what are we feeling? Are we feeling disco? Are we feeling? Yeah, so it was really fun. So I definitely miss that jamming since, you know, because that was a lot what I did. I also did an electronic jam called Upshot. So I was just kind of, that's where a lot of my energy was going, was creating on the spot. And then once pandemic hit, I'm like, started just busting out all these songs again. And I'm like, oh, that's where my energy has been going. It's been going to performing, not writing. And so I've been writing a lot. And
Good.
finally released my first solo song in April called Above and Beyond. So
Yeah.
that was cool.
And that's a badass song. So you wrote that song during the pandemic?
I actually did not write
Okay.
it during the pandemic, but I recorded it during the pandemic. I wrote it probably 2019.
Okay.
Yeah. But there's been a few songs that have been released, like Not the Only One with DJ Rob Martini, and that was remixed like 8 times. So we've got a bunch of remixes out there. It's been on C89.5.
Nice.
We're making a music video for it. So yeah.
let me ask you, with all the things that you had mentioned that you got going on, how do you organize all this? Because you've got a ton of stuff, it sounds like, from this band to that band to recording this, recording that, collaborating with this person or that person or these people. How are you organizing yourself? Because a lot of people out there are trying to do the same thing in whatever art form they're doing, right? And it's hard. And we've just been talking about that this week with our company about scheduling and trying to figure that shit out. So what have you done that helps you, make sure you're staying on task?
I definitely keep a checklist. I have different checklists.
Okay.
But I put everything that I want to do up in a checklist, and then I organize it by, okay, when it needs to get done. With writing songs, I was just trying to write, collaborate, and people were sending me stuff, and I was like, oh my God, I have to really, there's like a flow of energy that you have to really, be aware of, and to just kind of, I don't know. I know I can't do everything, right?
Yeah.
I know I can't do everything, but I can do the best I can. And I just think of like baby steps, and I've had to be really like, hey, I can't get to your song for a month. So I have to think like, how much time do I really need to work on each piece? And sometimes I can just like finish something in a day, in a few hours. And sometimes it takes maybe a month, depending on where the flow is, and knowing like how to get there.
Yep.
I
do. I know exactly what she's saying. There's been many times that I've been doing the same thing with writing like a screenplay. And I can sit down at the keyboard and I can knock out, I couldn't tell you how many pages, and just go. And the story just takes me, and I don't even know what's going on. And then there's days I look at it and I write one sentence and I'm like, I don't even know what the fuck I'm doing this for. Seriously, where you just, that energy she's saying, that surge, I feel it too. And when I feel it, it's when I kind of jump on everybody on our team. Like, hey man, we got to get some stuff done. We got to do this. We got to do that. We got to try. Because I got that energy going, Right. And if everybody else doesn't have that energy, I don't feel like we can get anywhere sometimes. Right. But then I'll lose the energy, and then one of these guys will get the energy, and we kind of keep missing each other. You know what I'm saying? Where if we could all get on that same page, imagine what we could accomplish. So that's why I was asking you. I'm like trying to pick your brain for advantage. Actually.
Well, I mean, sometimes it's like you just can't get in it, right? But sometimes you just have, I know that I have to create a space for myself to be able to get in it, like allow myself to be creative. And I try to make sure that, I exercise too. Like I got to stretch, I got to exercise, I got to do these. I even have a daily checklist of things that I do. Did I exercise? And I don't try to put a time limit on it, but I try to say somewhere between 15 minutes and an hour. I'll just allow myself that. If I can give myself 15 minutes, sometimes it'll go an hour. So I try to think of it that way, of like exercise, meditation, whatever that means, just sitting down and letting yourself be in a space. Yeah. So that's what I've also done, is try to not make things feel so hard or so like, oh God, I have to get this thing done. It's like, no, you just have to sit with it for 15 minutes and you will make a step closer to your goal just by giving a little bit.
You see that, guys? See what she's saying, bro? You got this?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Everybody got this? Okay. Good.
Yeah, I got it.
I just want to make sure. It's important stuff.
Yeah.
Making time for what you have to do. And if it is a small piece, that's okay.
Yeah.
Because it could grow into something you don't know. If you look at it, what we were talking about last time we did our show.
I don't know. It was so long ago.
Yeah. Because we had to take a couple weeks off because of COVID.
Well, it was 2 weeks ago.
Yeah. Yeah. We got COVID in our house, by the way, Katrina.
Ooh.
I know. And we've been so good for a year and a half. Everybody was fine, and our oldest daughter in the house got it. So we had to kind of go through quarantine and all that shit.
Oh man, that is hard.
Yeah, but everybody's clear now. It's gone. So but no one got sick. She was asymptomatic too. But you know what? And I was I was fully vaccinated, so I didn't worry about it. I was good.
Wow. Yeah.
But everybody else was kind of scary. Our youngest daughter, Sam, they were susceptible to it, but they never got it. But I guess we did pretty good.
Told you to lock that bitch in her room when she was 15, and none of this would have happened.
Who, me?
We never got it.
Wouldn't be here right now.
I meant Olivia, but okay.
Oh, I was dreaming. Sorry.
That was Olivia.
God, I wish I would have been locked in my room since I was 15.
Well, what do you guys think about the scheduling and stuff like she's talking about, and giving yourself that time and then finding those outlets? I mean, that to me means a lot. I mean, I can relate to it because that's why I work out. It clears my head. We were just talking about meditation the other day too, Sam. That's something else. She's brought up two things that we've talked about in the last week.
Oh my gosh, it's so ironic.
It is. How do we fucking meditate? How do you do that? How do you clear your head and do that? I did it one time in a parking lot when I was racing all day, and I went to Safeway, and I'm running and gunning, and I'm trying to get home to get the groceries. So I get home and fucking cook before this time, and I was fucking just, people are everywhere. You know that feeling? And you're just like, motherfucking people, get out of my way. Shit!
Yeah.
And then I went and I put the cart away in the parking lot, and I just stopped for a second, and the sun was just kind of setting, and it just got really fucking quiet. And then I just slowed down and walked to the car, slow. And I felt fine.
Yeah.
And that was the only time I could actually say that when I took myself out of whatever my thoughts were doing to me, that I felt fine. In my life, where I really felt that I can remember. Isn't that weird? And that's not a meditation play. I was in the parking lot at fucking Safeway.
Well, but you still had a meditation moment. I mean, you do them yourself. For example, even though we're in our 40s, we play video games. Do you get pissed off when you play a video game?
Yeah, I do still sometimes.
Okay, then never mind. That's not your meditation.
Yeah, some
I mean,
No, it's not. Definitely not meditation.
some people use music. Some people use quiet time. Some people use stretching. You know, I used to use it to where I would sit down in the mornings before I'd start my day and actually just work on a puzzle. So I'm not actually
you did
stressed
that.
about something.
You did that. Well, Sam meditates too, and yeah, I guess you do kind of when you go into
the garage.
in your office in the garage.
That's-
Go in the
not
garage
meditation,
with the
that's hiding.
flies. Yeah, I had.
Yeah, but you
flies.
like writing in there.
Did you see what the flies?
Yeah, they come in there. They like it in there. I don't know why, because I'm in there.
Maybe something's dead in the walls.
I guess I'm just that gross.
Well, you do
I
eat
guess
in
I'm
bed.
pretty nasty.
Stupid.
Pretty gross.
She's got chocolate and crumbs stuck to her. That's
I don't
why
give
the
a
flies
shit. Flies don't fucking bother me. They don't, and they're shit flies too. So go figure.
They're shit flies.
No, I don't know that. I don't know that for sure.
The poop flies. I know what you're talking about.
Yeah,
Right.
the poop
There's
flies.
certain poop flies.
Because they're all pretty. Poop flies are pretty.
They do have a color to
They sparkle
them.
like all pretty.
Blue and green
Yeah,
flies
blue and
are the ones that
green.
come out of decay, and they don't
Yeah.
they don't come out of
Those
poop.
aren't actually the ones. They're black ones that are in the garage. But yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, it doesn't matter.
Sam's flies on the next episode of Around the
But
Reel.
do
Yeah,
you feel
my
that?
flies, my
Do you
Muffy.
feel, Sam, do you feel that meditation though when you're out there sometimes? Like you got that feeling I was talking about? I'm curious.
Yeah, I mean, it's a getaway from bullshit kind of place that I go.
Okay.
Well, let me ask you: if that is the case, do you actually get a chance to have that release when you're in there, or are you
mean,
too
I don't
concerned that
know.
somebody's going to come in and mess it up?
Well,
Because if
Aaron
you're
does
stressing while you're-
consistently. He does consistently. Like, he'll come in there and be like, ew, this has been sitting here for like 2 weeks. And like point out every like wonderful thing that he possibly can to make me feel fantastic. And then, so that messes up my feng shui.
Yeah, I fuck up her feng shui.
Always. He does not respect
Oh my god. I am
peace and
not
quiet.
that bad. Please stop.
I like my peace and quiet with my flies in my garage.
I know you do. That's why we try to respect it as much as we can. But you are mommy, so we all need you. So sometimes we bug her. Oops. Sorry.
Sometimes you bug me, or all the time. You
Probably
bug
all
me.
the time.
Yeah,
This
you
is
bug
true.
me all the time.
So you started playing piano, you said, when you were 4.
Yeah.
And
I
your mom
started-
and your mom was a piano teacher, right? Is that
Yes.
what you said? Okay. All right. Did were you attracted to it just because you heard it all the time, or did mom say, "Hey, try the piano. You know, get in there and do this"?
I don't know. I mean, yeah, it's like always been in my life. So I think, I mean, she said I would even just walk over there and like, or waddle or whatever over there and just try and figure out melodies that I'd heard. And she said I wasn't bad at it. Like
Okay.
I would actually figure out melodies at a young age. So,
Do you believe that's a gift, or do you think it's just from hearing it your entire life?
it's probably from hearing it. I mean, I think anyone can be good at anything if they really like spend the time to pay attention to like how the thing works, right? Or have the wonder of why does it work that way, and then the intrigue of like wanting to do something with it. So I think, I think sometimes, like, you know, there's that saying of round people make square babies and square people make round babies. And there could have been a thing where I like just said, fuck this music, I'm gonna be a doctor, you know, make some real money.
Right.
But that didn't happen.
Except for the slashing and the blood and the stitches and stuff you couldn't handle.
No. Yeah, I was like, no.
Wasn't your thing.
I will faint.
No, but there's something to be said about that. When you're willing to put the time into something like that, I think anybody can pretty much do anything as long as they're willing to put the time into it. And some people can grab onto it easier, of course.
Yeah.
But really, if anyone's willing to put time into something, they can do anything.
Yeah.
I think.
I mean, if you want it.
Yeah.
If you want it bad, if you really want it and you're not just tricking yourself into wanting it, or
right. You're willing to do the actual work.
Do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I agree.
You can do it.
I agree. 100%.
That's right, everybody. Katrina said you can do it. So get out there and do it.
You got to go, like our song, you got to go above and beyond. You have to.
You do. Yeah.
You really do.
That's my song.
Yeah, I get it.
I'll be releasing another one. I want to release a summer jam that's a little more, you know,
I'm
a little more
excited
up
about
and dancey. So I'm going to
Oh,
be
so we
doing
can get down,
that.
bro? So we can bounce.
Yeah, so you can bounce.
I mean, your song's already catchy, so
Yeah, she's got
it's
some
very
good
catchy.
ones.
Yeah,
She
you do.
really does.
You
And
do.
yeah, and the jazz
very
is in there.
catchy.
You know, I didn't think about the jazz portion of it. She's
yeah.
kind of jazzy.
A little bit,
Yeah, she really
definitely.
is.
Absolutely.
Jazzically trained is what I like to say. I've never been classically trained. I'm jazzically trained.
Very well put. I like it.
Okay, well, Katrina, I didn't stalk you before we started this. Are you local here to the Seattle
I am.
area?
Yeah, Seattle. Yeah,
So
I'm Seattle local.
listening to some of the verbiage that you're using and stuff, and the fact that you want to come up with a summer jam and you bounce through it. So do you remember Wild Waves when they did summer jams every Friday or Saturday night, where they had the music, the dance clubs, and all that stuff going on
Dude,
at
That was
Wild Waves?
Cube
That was Cube
93.
93, dude.
Yeah,
Right.
Cube.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Summer Jam.
Right. So
Yeah, totally.
I'm
Summer jam.
just slowly dialing in her age here as we're talking.
Oh,
You know?
she's
Oh,
alright.
yeah, we're trying to figure it
She's
out.
right in there with us.
Inquiring minds.
She's right in there with us, isn't she?
Let's just say Mount St. Helens blew the year I was born.
Oh, okay, all right.
Okay.
Yeah, she's right
Yeah,
there
that
with
makes
us.
a lot of sense
Yeah.
because I was born right before Mount St. Helens blew.
What?
So
And I was playing in the backyard when Mount St.
79.
Helens blew.
I'm a 79 baby. So right the year before.
Oh.
Well,
oh.
a few months before.
before.
Because I'm December 79.
70.
So you are the same age as me. I'm so jealous you do not look my age at all.
What?
You aren't. You
feel
don't
like
look
you're
old,
so-
Sam.
like-
you don't either.
look
Both
like
of you guys
you
are
look
very,
old.
very pretty.
You're 29. You look 29.
Me?
Yeah.
Oh my God. I'll take it.
Take it. Girl, take it.
Katrina's
Take
sponsorships
it.
just increased by her facial product that you can now get at Amazon, Walgreens,
I know. Can
and
I get some of that?
Right?
Oh,
man.
we're
You're
fighting.
beautiful. You're absolutely beautiful.
We're fighting for
Thank
sponsorships on the
you.
show, and I think Sam just sold you on any facial product that you have that you
stop.
could now actually have sponsor you for your stuff.
Oh yeah.
I'm literally just
I
honest.
actually use Herbivore, and they're
Ooh.
from Seattle, so they're
What do you
Seattle
use?
local.
Herbivore.
Herbivore.
Wait, let me write this down.
Herbivore. Right?
Herbivore, you know, like the dinosaurs?
Yeah, dinosaurs. Herbivores.
Yeah,
The, ones
but
that, the ones that don't
herbivore.
eat meat.
Yeah, not the Mediasaurus,
Yeah.
but the other ones.
Okay.
Vegisaurus. Wow.
I wrote it down.
Yeah. So
It's good
I don't
stuff.
know.
It's good stuff.
I liked when she said earlier she kind of pulled the 90s with her. Because I've been
Yeah.
pulling the 80s with me my entire fucking life. I do the same thing. I'm just 10 years prior to that. You know, I'm an
I've
80.
been.
Well, it's
Yeah.
because you're almost 10 years older than her.
Almost. I'm still close. I'm only like 7 years older than these guys. Stop. I'm not that old. Fuck.
But I've definitely pulled a bit of the 80s too. Like when Pergato first started, we kind of had this like 80, like shiny 80s big hair vibe going.
Cool as
you
fuck.
know?
Yeah.
Careful with that product.
Just couldn't.
Couldn't
help
hang in there. But the 90s jams are kind of like right in there for what what you guys are doing. And I can see that. And that, you know, being from Seattle too, back in the 90s, I mean, that music was fucking phenomenal.
Phenomenal. Totally.
Yeah. Yep. To this day,
know.
it still is. I mean, we all
Like
listen to that shit.
all of it.
Holds up.
All of it. The grunge, the hip hop, like all of it.
Everything.
I mean, everything from the 90s was great.
Do you
Yes.
remember a band up there called Sky Cries Mary? That would play?
Yes.
Okay, you guys reminded me of them too. I fucking love those guys.
Oh, yeah, me too.
Yeah, they are so dope. And I sit there and I think of Diamond Fist Warning and I think of Sky Cries Mary and I wonder, where'd they go? What happened? Where are they? I want to get them on the show.
Right. Well, they formed other bands. I know there's the piano player, or one of the piano players from Sky Cries Mary is now in a different band that's really awesome. Oh my gosh, what is it called?
And what's the singer's name? That girl, I mean, she sang with the
Samantha.
dude, but she
Mother of Pearl.
was Mother Pearl. Okay.
Yeah, that's like a cool band. But I think they just changed their name, so I don't know. Pandemic change.
Yeah, those she had a voice back then that I fucking loved her voice, man. Sky Cries Mary was a shit. Anyway,
And
I can hear that
L7
vibe.
L7 was in that.
You like that L7 one? You
Because
like
you
that?
pulled that. I never heard of them before you.
You never heard L7 before?
Wow.
What was that? Oh, what's that song? Shit List. You made my
Oh, see, I'm
shit
not
list.
talking about them. Then I'm talking about
You're not-
the 11.
11.
11.
Yeah, they weren't
Is it
from
just 11?
It's 11. Yeah, they weren't from Seattle though. I think they're California, but it was still in that time frame.
Right.
Time frame, yeah. Time
Yeah,
frame.
they opened up for
That's what I was thinking.
I want to say it was Soundgarden. Yeah, I saw
They
them
opened
at
up a
Kitsap County
Soundgarden at some point or another.
County Fairground, I believe.
Oh, wow.
MXPX opened for Soundgarden.
See, I thought they were
finally
local.
in 1 year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
I
a great
remember seeing Blind Melon and like
Nice.
Red Hot Chili Peppers back in the day coming to was a Bumbershoot, you know.
Yeah. Fun stuff.
When you could when it was like $12 to get in and you could see all these bands, you just needed the wristband. Oh my god.
Yeah, you just
That
bounce
was-
around. Yep.
I did the
great.
Vans Warp Tour with Papa Roach and some other people.
Oh, you did that one?
Yeah, I did that one.
That's no joke.
7 months pregnant, I did that one.
Whoa.
It was hot.
Explains a
It
lot.
was really hot at the
Fire
gorge. Yeah, it was at the
Now,
gorge.
see, I always say
Super
that
hot.
I've always gotten it better when it came to doing all those shows and everything else because I was working, so I was always paid to be there.
Yeah, you were.
Oh yeah, that's true. Is
did
that,
you-
is
did
that
you
really fun?
Yeah,
Do
could
you
you
really
enjoy
get to
the show?
enjoy it?
Once I got to be a supervisor and then an event manager, yeah, all I had to do was stand. I had to do all my work beforehand, and then I just had to make sure everybody else was doing their job. So
Okay.
somebody asked me one time, "What's the best seat in the entire house?" Like at the Key Arena or like Gorge and things like that. It's like anywhere I go because I have all access to walk anywhere I want. Mm-hmm. You know,
I've never been to the gorge.
You've never been to the? Well, of course
Whoa.
not. It's
Been
hot.
to the gorge?
No, never went.
Wow.
It's hot, damn hot.
You need to go to the gorge.
Well, I always
do.
got scared
Why?
because I'm brown.
Oh my God, it's not.
And
even
I didn't want to go to
what?
Summer Jam because I was brown. Because that's the R&B stuff. Because I'm not really all black music guy, but I'm kind of brown. But I
Yeah,
don't
but-
hear it. But then I couldn't go to all the white. Like, every time I went to when I would see Pearl Jam, I was like, there was like 5 black guys.
Well, then you just go out on a boat and then you can hear everything that's
But I
going
don't
on.
I don't want to go on.
He doesn't want to go
Okay,
on a boat
well,
because he is
you
partially
just-
black.
Yeah, that's scary too. But then I always get scared because they do all the grungy shit, and then you see the guys walking around, they're all bald-headed white guys, and they're just like beer, and I always got scared. I did, so I never wanted to go to the gorge. But if it was like in a place where I felt like in the city or something, I'd go to the clubs all day long. I felt fine there. It was just the gorge because they'd always say people always go to the gorge. We're gonna go camping and shit. We're gonna camp at the gorge. We're gonna get fucked up. And I'm like, I don't want to do
Now
that.
Now you sound like white guys.
Somebody left
That's what they
me.
sound like. Can't we just go and listen to the music and have fun? Or gotta.
That is funny that you said that all those bald guys running around and stuff, because that was actually the worst experience or the most danger I was ever in without knowing it, was breaking up basically a crowd fight in the middle of Korn.
See?
At the King's Theater in Seattle.
See?
I went to Korn
Jumped
several
into
times.
a bunch of skinheads just starting a brawl in the middle of the thing.
That's
Went
what
over
I'm-
the pit wall and just jumped in and started throwing people out of the way. And guys were like, "Don't you ever fucking do that again.
Yeah.
You put everybody in danger by doing that." I'm like, "Why?" He says, "Because we're going to come help you."
What you
I'm
see what I'm
like,
saying?
"Oh, my bad."
That's all
Oh,
I'm
there
saying.
was never
though.
any action like that at the Korn concerts I went to. Which
It
is
happens,
several.
though.
Three. I've been to 3.
I've done 12 Korn shows.
Wow.
Wow.
What?
Wow.
Really?
Yeah, he did them a lot.
I did
back then.
Korn's actually great in concert.
I would
by the
love
way.
to see him. I was just scared to go
They're
because
fucking
I
great.
didn't
And
want to
when
get any bullshit.
he brings out his bagpipes.
Yeah, I'd love to see him.
Badass.
Yeah, I just watched him on MTV. I mean, that's what I did.
But now, Katrina,
Yes.
What have you been doing lately with the pandemic and everything going on? I'm doing a transition because we could sit here and ramble
I know, we
forever.
could
There's
go
three of
on
us
and
having a conversation, and now you're the one
That's
going,
not bad.
yeah, that's great.
You're like,
Really? You sound like the host. So, Katrina, my dear, tell us more about what you've got going on right now, please.
Right now, let's see here. Well, Pergato actually finished doing some recording with our drummer before the pandemic hit. Drummer moved to Hawaii, so we have this album now that we've like mixed. We just need to master it, and actually we have an album that we're going to come out with. But we're going to sprinkle little singles along the way. So album probably won't be till 22, but we'll have like some singles we'll be releasing this year. Let's see what else. And I'm also going to release some more little sprinklings of singles.
yay, please do.
Yeah.
I'm loving that.
Let me ask you this. If you're finished, I just had a question before I forget.
Sure.
So you're like indie filmmakers, we're out there making movies and we don't have a distribution. We don't have a studio deal. We don't have anything like that. You know, we're out putting our shit out there the best way we can. We find distributing companies maybe that might take it on to push it to platforms, you know. So as a musician, and you're making all these great songs with these bands, what is your process? What are you trying to accomplish with your music? What's your goal?
Well, let's see. I know, right? It's changed a little bit too because of, you know, like touring hasn't been a thing.
Yeah.
And I guess for my solo stuff, what am I trying to accomplish? Part of it is I can't not do it.
I love that.
Right?
Yeah.
The other thing is just like, since I'm a songwriter, for me as a soloist, like, because I've been hiding behind so many bands, this is an opportunity for me to be like, hey, I also do this stuff on my own, you know?
Mm-hmm.
So that's what my first single was like, hey, I'm here, right? And then the next one will be like, and I'm doing this sort of stuff too. Partly to prove to myself that I can do it on my own, not totally on my own, but for the most part on my own. I didn't go into a studio. I pretty much did it all myself, except for my husband mixes and masters. So he ended up helping me with that process, because that's not where my brain goes. My brain doesn't go with the mixing and mastering. It's like the creating part. And then I'm like, here.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
I think
he's great, by the way.
He isn't he?
I swore you had a professional studio producing your music. When I was listening to it, it's fucking badass. It's perfect.
Yeah, we have our own studio, and I could show you. But like, I guess with Pergato, this will be our third album, so it's just, I think for the most part, it's like we just can't not do it. Goals, more long-term goals, is like putting them in movies and shows, like getting it out there more, making music that people can feel and that people appreciate, that means something. So just, I don't know, to partly also to put joy into the world, to, you know, make people feel stuff.
Which we all need right now.
More than ever. More than ever.
Right.
So that's kind of, and then also to be able to like make a living. Like, I want to be respected and I want to make a living. So.
Sure. No, I get that.
Which is a lot easier to do when you decide not to have kids.
It can help.
I mean, you can actually make a living.
Not having kids actually gives you lots of options in life.
Well, it gives you lots of money too.
Right.
I would like to know, Katrina, can I ask you a very personal question as far as where you are at now in your career?
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, so where you're at now. So you've been doing this for a little over 20 years.
Yeah.
Okay. Why did it take you so long to be brave enough to put something out that was just you?
I think part of it, I felt like it's just it can be so scary to just put yourself out there and be like, here I am, everybody.
Yeah.
You know,
Terrifying.
this is me. And I think in some ways, I feel like I've been a slow learner or a slow at getting to things. I think it's just because I need to take my own time doing it. My time is different than everyone else's or whatever society's is. I think there was a lot of I think deep down I am an introvert and really shy, but I can't help it and I have to just put myself out there. So yeah, I think part of me was like, I'm still learning. I'm still trying to learn and gather information and do the best that I can. And part of me was like, felt better hiding behind a band name. Like I hid behind the band name Soul Kata, but most of those were my compositions and that's my voice and, you know, in that band for a long time. And then Purgado, you know, was like the next band that I hid behind. And then I just like honestly love being a part of a team. I've just really loved that. And that a band to me is like family, it's a team. We work together, you know, it's not just me making the decisions. And I think finally I was just like, with the pandemic, being able to stop and really like listen to myself and kind of reassess and be like, okay, what do I really want to do? What have I been wanting to do? And I haven't like given myself time because I've been so go, next, you know, with things. That I was like, okay, it's time. I'm going to do it. I'm going to start recording these, you know? So I think that's just kind of what happened, why it took so long. I don't know. Did that explain it?
Yes, totally did.
It doesn't sound much different than us.
Right.
I mean, we've been doing movies for about the same amount of time, and we just finally came out to go, okay, here's our work. This is what we've been working for in 2019 with our first movie. We made a shitload of movies before that. We just never showed anybody.
Wow.
For good reason for some of them, but for other ones, you know, we actually...
Yeah, we just, you know, we were learning. We didn't know what we were doing. We didn't understand this industry at all and what it takes to get involved and to get noticed, to get your word out, to start a business, to be, you know, in the industry in general in so many different ways. It's complicated. There's a lot of shit. We don't know shit. We don't know anything.
Yeah, we still don't know shit.
Yeah, but
Right?
we've learned more in the last 2 years than we did the last 18. Now we learned how to make a film by doing what we did all those years.
Right.
But were they good? No, but every time we got better, you know. And now we got to a point where, well, shit, we see movies out there. We're like, well, fuck, if they're putting their movie out there, we need to put our shit out there, you know. And that's where we were. And now,
if somebody will put out that and watch it,
yes. And then it occurred to us all, like, we can do this. You know, we can do this. It's a marathon. You got to just keep being consistent and keep running the race. But if you don't stop running, you'll get there. You just got to keep going. And you got to a point too. It sounds like the same way where, you know, after a while, she's like, well, fuck, I'm here. Hi, this is me. Good for you.
I think
awesome.
part of it also was like, the older you get, the less fucks you give.
That's I'm going to name the episode that. I had a different. This episode needs to be named. I don't know if fucking Apple will take it. God damn it. That's beautiful.
Just make all the symbols.
I might do that. Write that down. That's a great fucking
Yeah,
quote.
just do the symbols.
You only get the less fucks you give.
Well, it's true, right?
No,
You
it's
just,
true.
Like, you're too aware for too long and like, oh God, am I good enough? Do I know enough? I don't know. And then finally you're just like, I've been doing this for a long time. I know what the fuck I'm doing. Like, fuck you.
Badass. Yes, badass.
Sounds like me with bartending.
But you know what? It's the same way with your writing, though, Sam. You know, our filmmaking, anything we're doing, this podcast. You know, we know what the fuck we're doing now. Leave us the fuck alone.
Yeah,
I'd love it because you got to have that strength. What are you writing? I can't read that.
The older you get, the less bucks you give.
Okay, perfect. Yeah.
Asterisk CK $.
Oh, is that what you're saying?
Yeah, just showing you that's how you want to put it on there.
Okay.
That's
That way
right.
Apple won't shove us off.
Oh, that's how you have to do it, yeah.
Okay.
Right.
It's a great quote. I love it. I love it, Katrina.
Thank you.
That's badass.
No, well said.
Very well said. And she's, I couldn't think of a more honest response because the older you get, the less fuck she really.
Seriously,
I could give a
though.
shit what people think sometimes. Most of the time, if they're
Right.
close to me, I mean, I get it. But if they're criticizing what we're doing, I really don't care.
Yeah.
I
get-
don't.
And they
You
need
get
to
that
go
way.
away.
Yes,
Then
they need to
just
go. I don't need your negative
watch
energy
something
around
else.
me. Go take your
Yeah.
negative shit somewhere else. I don't need it
Literally.
here. Seriously. But if it's something serious, I care. Like if they think I'm a
Well, it's like
bad person
we're
or
not-
something. But I mean, I'm not a bad person, so I know that. So yeah, fuck them.
And we're not getting any younger. Like, what are we doing?
We're
Tell-
not.
don't
We
tell
gotta
that to your
just do it.
skincare products.
Right.
Yeah.
I know you seem to be, but the rest of us are not.
She's got the fountain of youth at her house.
I know. Can I come over?
Girl,
Literally, though.
Girl, what you been
seriously.
drinking?
Could be the water. I don't know.
I don't know what it is, but keep it up.
Thanks.
Oh man. Well,
I've never done any of the Botox or any of that stuff. I've always
can
been
tell.
kind of like, well, I don't want to end up looking
shiny. Yeah, you don't want to look shiny. It's bad.
and
Plastic.
bloated. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm like, I just want to age gracefully, and maybe I'll take some like collagen pills or something.
You look
Well,
great.
you are aging gracefully, girl. let
You
me
don't
tell
want
you.
the wrong part sticking out for too long.
No, you
No.
don't want to look shiny.
Oh, you don't.
Yeah.
You don't.
Yeah, they haven't figured that out yet. That any
The
plastic
shiny
surgery,
is
yeah.
the shininess that happens.
There-
with
you know,
it?
It
you,
is
when
kinda,
you
I
when you
guess,
go in
I
and
don't
get
know.
plastic surgery or something done, you look all shiny. It looks all
Oh,
weird.
because
and-
you're like a balloon. You start looking like
Yeah.
puffed up like a balloon. and
They
you're
haven't
thin.
figured it out yet. They still need a lot. They need until they figure it out. I would never go get plastic surgery.
God.
It's still an experimental stage. It looks bad on people, man.
Does look
When
bad.
when the doctor was cutting into me, like it's numb, but he was like stitching, and he's like, "Wow, your skin is really tough to like stitch," and I'm just like, "Oh God!" Like while he's like, I can
That's a good
feel the
thing.
pulling. I'm like, "Great, that's good. That's a good thing, then." Okay, you've got some really nice skin. I'm like, "Thanks."
My skin's fucking great.
So, okay, well, since you're sharing your experience of being cut, I'm going to share mine with you. I had basal
Oh, no.
carcinoma back when I was in my early 20s, and it was in my eye. And so they came in, they did the biopsy and stuff, and they just took a little nip of everything, and it was fine, whatever. So then they had to come back and cut a V shape down into my eye, deep, to be able to pull everything out. So I'm laying there awake, and I'm numb. And the next thing I hear, and this is how the human brain works. I hear the snipping, and I'm like, oh. They're cutting my eyelashes out of the way.
Oh, what?
That's what you ended up.
That's my
finding
brain
out.
thought.
told me. And then all of a sudden, I couldn't see out of my eye, and they put the thing down over my face and came back, and it was all blood. And
Oh,
I was
what the
like,
fuck?
they were actually cutting the V shape.
Uh-uh.
And it's shortly after that I went to sleep.
I kind of remember that.
yeah.
See, I always forget things, but yeah, I kind of remember he had that surgery.
Yeah.
I didn't know all that.
It was just a few months before my first marriage.
Wow.
And this is when I found out why it was my first marriage. When somebody has eye surgery, they cover your eye so you can't see out of it, and so it's protected. So when my ex-wife would leave cabinet doors open and I would walk into them, I should have known then, before I said I do, that it was not going to be the best relationship. Man, like 3 days post-surgery, I walked right into the corner of a cabinet door that she left open.
Oh, I would leave them open all the time.
Yeah, you'd
for
be fucked,
Aaron.
yeah.
I'd be like, "Oh, this is great. I'm gonna leave every living, loving thing fucking open."
Yep.
So he runs right into it.
Yep, it'd be like Home Alone. She's like Macaulay Culkin's like traps for my black ass. I'd be fucked. She would tear me up.
Yeah.
That's too funny.
But anyway,
Oh,
so
Chuck says
very-
that's a red flag. Don't marry me.
Yeah, a very similar situation, and like so I have no actually eyelashes on the bottom of my eyelid because it was actually totally cut away and then pulled back together. So
Wow.
yeah,
Yeah, that's what they did. Like it was a tiny spot, and then they had to make these darts that looked like an eye. I'm like, oh great, you're gonna cut that? My
we gotta get out all them roots,
That's
pull
brutal.
out all the roots.
yeah. So
Crazy.
Crazy stuff.
Wow, Katrina,
ugh.
that's awesome stuff.
Well, I'm glad to see that I was able to gross her out at least.
No, well, she doesn't like it talking about that
yeah.
medical shit.
I know that's why
Yeah,
it's
she
great.
don't
So
like
let me
it.
tell you about the surgery I had on my ass. Oh,
No, let's not.
God. Oh man.
That was an uncomfortable laugh. Like, oh my god.
She's like, yeah, is this podcast
You're
over yet?
creepy.
Yeah.
do you have anything fun for her to engage in today, Sam?
Oh, you guys want fun?
You want to play a game?
You want to play a game?
Shall we play
Play a game, sure.
All right, let's play a game. Let's do it.
Should I be scared?
You
Always.
should be scared.
Always be.
Always be scared.
Good.
We'll
Always
have
come
fun.
on the show and be scared.
Wait a minute.
you
I was
wanna-
trying to see what was on her cup.
Do you want to see my husband real quick?
Yes,
no, 'cause
let's
he's a
see your
badass.
husband.
Yeah,
Come
especially
here.
if he's better looking than Aaron.
He's my.
Come here,
he's
Tyler.
He's also in Pergado, and he's my partner in. He just fucked
Hello.
everything up.
What up, Tyler?
Hi.
That's okay because he can fix it though, right?
Come in, play a game with us.
What's up, Tyler?
You want to play a game? Okay.
Play a game with us.
I'll give him my other earpiece.
Oh, there you go.
There you
Okay,
go.
so he can hear us. Hi.
Hello, Tyler.
What's going on, brother? Well, first of all, since you're here, great job on mastering the music. It's fucking dope. You kick ass, bro.
Great job. It looks, yeah.
Very,
it's
very good work.
Beautiful.
Very good work.
Beautiful.
Anyway, okay, so we're going to play a game.
All right, Sam.
Yep. You're
Well,
going to play a game with us?
Yes.
Okay. All right, let's do it.
All right, here we go.
So
put
today, for the game today, I decided I'll let you guys get comfortable.
I'm like, don't touch my wounds.
My elbow in her
In my surgery spot.
Would you like to move this to the bedroom where you could be more comfortable?
See,
Just watch out for the
hey.
chocolate.
in our bed, but probably not theirs.
Got to watch that chocolate, bro.
Crumbs and chocolate.
Okay, so for today's game, I decided to do, I'm going to do 3 questions, but they're all going to be from different games.
Okay.
So we're going to play different games today.
We're playing different. This
We're
is a
playing
different game.
It's a different game.
It's a game.
This is
of
the
games.
different game.
It's all games we've played before.
It's a game of games today on the game
It's a
show
game
for
of
Sam.
games.
Okay.
It's a game of games.
Okay.
Game of game.
The first one I'm going to do, they Googled what?
Okay. They Googled what?
Okay, so this one, all you have to do, I say the beginning of a sentence, and you have to tell me what you think people Google.
What's the most popular?
What's the most
search
popular
on Google?
of they're the 3 top, I took the top 3 ones,
That people Google.
and you have to guess which one of them, or try to.
Okay.
So, are you ready?
Yeah.
Guess always go first.
Guess
so,
first.
you two
Would
ready?
you guys like an example of what it would be like first?
Yeah.
Okay,
But
so-
are we on the same team? Do we?
Yeah, you guys.
You
can
guys
pick
are on the
a-
same team.
Yeah.
So
You guys
it's not
can-
really teams.
well, you
it's
can
just
be.
best answers. So, like an example would be, I can't Google. Why did I find Beatles in my and then blank, and then so you have to fill in the blank at the
You
end.
fill
of,
in the blank.
of what people search for on Google.
The
You have to
most
try to
popular one.
guess what everyone in the world searched
Okay.
for on Google with this beginning.
Right.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay?
Yeah, I'm
so
down.
this one's a really short one. So am I?
That's it.
Yep.
What did Google
Am
come up with on
I?
am I? So
Am
you
I? Gay?
Okay.
Gay?
Am I
Okay.
gay? Okay. Great
Tyler, what do you
answer.
think?
Kind of think that would be at the
It's a
top,
legitimate
right?
question.
Yeah.
Are you gay?
Okay. All right. Am I gay? What do you think, Tyler?
Okay, right?
Am I mentally ill?
Oh, okay.
Very good.
Yeah.
Very
That's
good.
good.
I'm
one,
sorry,
too.
we're not supposed to answer those.
That's
I
actually really
apologize.
good.
Oh, wait, are we doing our own? No.
You guys
Yeah,
are right.
Yeah,
Perfect,
you guys
perfect,
can do your
perfect.
own.
Okay.
Sure.
My turn.
Aaron?
Yep.
Yep. Your turn. You're up.
Am I a bad person? Oh, wait, no, I Google that all the time. Never mind.
Do you really?
No, I don't.
I'm like, what's it say? Out of curiosity.
Am I a bad person? Okay.
Chuck,
Am I dying?
are you dying?
Oh, yeah, that
good
would be
one.
up there too. I feel
That's
like
pretty
all of them.
dark.
That's a good question, though.
Well-
I mean, that'd be the question I should have thought of.
All right, you guys.
What's
the
the
top
answer?
3 answers are number 1, am I a narcissist?
Oh,
That is the
Why are you
most
looking at me, bro?
because I know you Googled it. That's probably why.
That's some bullshit. She looks straight at me.
Meta beyond belief.
And Google was like, yes.
Don't eat. Stop.
yes.
What's the second?
No, but that's the most Googled thing. Am I a narcissist?
Okay.
Well, the most Googled thing starting with am I.
Because it's trending right now.
Okay, and then am I gay quiz is the next one. Like
Whoa.
people, I guess, want a quiz to see if they're gay.
Okay, so that's close. So she's got it.
Yep,
I give her that answer.
She got that one.
Okay.
And am I pregnant?
Oh,
So
I would
those
never
are the
Google
top
that.
3,
Does Google
guys.
come back with more questions? Have you had sex? I mean,
I don't know what Google does because I don't actually click on it. I just kind of Google the beginning and then see what pops up.
All right. Look.
So
looks
that
like
was
Katrina
our
got a
that
point.
was our Google game.
Katrina gets the point.
Oh,
Yes,
isn't that
you
great?
did
Wait,
get the point for
Congratulations, Katrina, for getting a point.
Thank
Oh, what are
you.
you jealous?
No,
He's so
it's-
competitive.
It's his
I'm just
narcissism coming
assuming
through.
that a whole bunch of like young, like I don't know, 7 or 8 year olds are the ones that are googling.
That's kind
right?
of
What?
yeah. Sometimes
could be.
No,
This is
you're
what
onto
happened.
something because sometimes things come up and you're like, yeah, that was like a 6-year-old, 7-year-old.
And this is what
Yeah.
happens when you give your 5-year-old cell phones. They just
That
Google
is what
shit.
happens. That is what happens.
Yeah.
Something
Okay.
boobies and poop.
All right, so
All right, next one.
Next one's Urban Dictionary.
Urban Dictionary.
Urban
yes.
Dictionary.
Okay.
Yo, mama, you want to play the Urban Dictionary game?
You guys know the Urban Dictionary? You're familiar, right?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, then this one's easy. It's
She's
just I say
she's a songwriter.
You
She
try
knows the
to
Urban Dictionary.
well, okay. You try to guess what the text or phrase, whatever, or what the phrase or word means.
Okay.
So text offend. Text offend.
Text
Text
offend.
offend?
Text offend.
Text,
Oh.
What does it
Oh.
mean to text offend?
text offend.
Okay.
You guys are first. One of you two.
It's got to be like an attack through texting.
Yeah,
Mhm,
a text offend.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Something
Yep.
along the lines of that.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah,
Are you on the same page,
Yeah.
Katrina?
what it sounds like.
Well,
yeah.
Sounds like
All right.
That's
No,
a great
it's-
We're
answer.
gonna split the prize. on
You
that
guys are
one.
going to stick to the same answer this time. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Aaron?
When you send a dick pic.
That is offensive. Yeah.
That's very
Get the
offensive.
fuck out of
Those
my
things
head.
are ugly, so yeah.
That's a dick pic, right?
Get
pretty
the fuck out of
offensive.
my head.
Oh, is that your answer?
Yes.
I'm so sorry.
Unwanted dick pic is exactly
Okay.
the thing
Oh,
I
you
thought
were
of
gonna
was
say
text
that too?
offend. Yeah.
That's text.
Oh
If
my
I got a dick
God.
pic, I'm fucking offended.
And
I am too.
Everybody is. Nobody wants to
Literally.
see a dick.
Nobody.
Even mine. I have a little freckle on
It
mine.
doesn't
Sam.
matter if you have a
Oh my
freckle
God,
or
nobody
a
cares
frown.
about your freckle.
Nobody does.
Thank
right?
you. It
Right?
is so nice to hear a guest say
mean-
that. Are you sure you haven't listened to the show before? You sound like you've heard that a lot, like the rest of us.
I love that she said.
And I'm the only one who's supposed to know you have a freckle, so
Not anymore.
apparently
everybody
not.
to know.
Apparently he wants everybody to know.
Because we were talking about it on the way here.
How does
show, and I was just popping
this is
my
how to
head.
send a dick pic without sending a dick pic. Aaron's,
It's just called a
Aaron's
selfie.
how to send a dick pic without sending a
I
dick
just
pic.
sent a dick pic without saying. I'm sorry. Okay,
Okay,
back
anyway.
to the game.
Anyway, so text offend.
Text
Chuck.
Text no, that was my answer.
Oh,
I can't
you
come up with
have the
something
same
else.
answer.
Yeah,
Oh,
we
you
have
don't
this-
have another one?
Well, I
Okay,
guess
well,
there's only
fine.
2 answers.
So text offend means to text multiple times without any response.
That's it.
That is it. So that's
What about multiple dick pics with that?
That would
now
qualify.
that's like I don't know. That's
That would
like
qualify,
a
and no one
super
says
text
anything?
offender.
That's not
You're like a
harassment, is it?
yeah. That's like a sexual
like if you send 3 different
text
angles
offender.
of the dick pic, and then no one said anything back. That would
Nobody wants. I mean, I apologize for the fact it was my idea too, and my same thought process is dick pics for text offend. But you know, so
Katrina, tell me
blowing
I'm
up-
wrong on this. It's only a guy who would continue to send dick pic after dick pic with no response.
Yeah.
Only
Maybe-
a guy would
maybe
do
she
that.
didn't
Well,
like the angle.
We would never like send like no. If someone didn't respond to like our photo, we wouldn't send another one. What the hell's
No.
wrong with you?
No, like,
No,
oh,
and
maybe
it-
they didn't like that one.
I
I'm
know,
gonna try
let me-
this angle.
Let me get a different
There would
angle
only
here.
be another guy that would actually be flattered by it.
Maybe. Yeah. You think
And
they're trying
my-
hard though? They're trying to fluff it up a little bit. You know.
Can you give me something more of an up angle, please?
Okay, you didn't like that one. Let me change direction. Let me go from
Yeah, right?
this.
It's sometimes it's all about the lighting.
Stop talking
Okay.
about dick pics.
All right.
Let's go.
Anyway.
Next game. Next game. What do we got?
Okay, so would you rather is
Would
the other
you
one.
rather?
I've got a would you rather for you guys. Would
Okay.
you rather? Would you rather be the main attraction at a traveling sideshow? You with me now? Okay. Or be a nurse at an insane asylum?
God, they're both second place.
Right. It's a hard one, huh?
The main
so would
attraction
you
at a
rather?
sideshow.
Main attraction.
You're
at
the
a
main
sideshow.
attraction, and I'm not going to specify whether you are the bearded lady or the, you know, like crab,
Crab
crab
boy.
arm. Yeah, where
I
you
feel
just-
like we've been the main
I'm sorry,
attraction
I-
at so many times.
Used to being the main attraction at a sideshow, so I'll just go with that.
That's
You
the
just go
main
with that one?
takeaway.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll just
Yeah.
go with that one.
Okay.
Fucking
You're
famous.
bringing up some really bad feelings from our guests today, Sam.
I'm bringing, you know what? I'm bringing up bad feelings for myself too. So
Well,
that's
we're working through it.
yeah, I don't like it either. I don't like either one of them personally. That's why I was
No.
like, this is a great question because
That's a
I'm
hard
like
one.
neither.
Yeah.
All right, Aaron, pick one. Would you rather?
I'm going with the nurse, bro.
You're going to go with the nurse.
Yeah, I'm gonna be
Why
like,
is that?
Because I'd be like Nurse Ratched. I wouldn't fuck around. Yeah, I'm not going to be in the sideshow. I don't want to be that big of a freak. I can't do it. Can't do it.
How do you know you aren't already?
Well, I could be, but I don't know it because I'm not a part of a sideshow per se.
You're not like...
But I'll take the nurse.
Okay.
I'm taking the nurse.
All right, I get it. All right, Chuck.
I'd have to go with Aaron again on that one. I'd take the nurse in
Okay.
the insane asylum because how do you know if you're really being messed with if you're crazy?
Yeah, man.
Did you guys agree on that one? Katrina and Tyler, did you guys agree?
Yeah, we did.
You did? Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I'm gonna go. I'm with you guys on this one since I can answer this one.
Yeah, you can.
I'm actually going to. Yeah, I'm gonna be a freak.
You're going to be a freak?
I'm already a freak.
You guys
gonna
gonna
be a freak?
Are you guys going to come out at
Why
night
not?
and stuff?
Yeah,
The freaks coming
the
out
freaks
at
come
night.
out at night.
The freaks coming out at night.
Yeah, basically.
I'm being a
So
freak too. I'm
you're
with
gonna
you
be
guys.
the chocolate covered crummy girl.
Wait, why do I have to be
from-
chocolate covered?
Haven't you
Well,
ever
because
read
it's what you
Geek
find in your
Love?
bed.
Haven't you ever read what?
Geek Love.
Geek Love?
I haven't.
No. What is
No.
that?
Love. Oh, it's a fabulous book.
It's a community of people that mutilate themselves for circus sideshows.
Really?
And if you're not mutilated, you're fucking weird.
Yeah. So
I love
basically, you're beautiful if you look fucked up.
Wow.
Yeah.
Who wrote that?
That's
Uh,
I don't know.
I could
Don't
read
know. Okay.
Is it
We'll
a
have
real
to-
thing or like a
I'm
fiction
gonna-
book?
Hey Google, who wrote?
Yeah, Google. Yeah, who wrote Geek Love? So, and the only reason why I read that book was because of a thing called Bushwick Book Club, a bunch of musicians read a book and then they write a song about it. So we did a show at the Tractor Tavern, and that was really cool.
The Musicians Book Club.
Musicians Book Club, Bushwick Book Club.
That's fun.
Oh,
That's
yeah,
really fun.
So Geek Love. If you ever
Geek
want to read a
Love.
really messed up book,
I do want to read
Is
a
it
messed up book.
is it a true story? Or is it just gonna, oh, okay,
No.
I was gonna
That's-
say.
Catherine Dunn.
Okay.
I wouldn't be
it.
surprised in this day and age. I'd be like, fuck, that's crazy. I'd believe it. in
I
a
know I
heartbeat.
wouldn't be surprised either, but
Wow.
no, that's fun though. Thanks for sharing.
Geek Love.
Yeah.
Geek
Love
Love.
it.
I'm gonna read
They'd
it.
probably they'd let you think my freckle would allow me into the freak the bug
For you,
because I'm different.
You'd
Enough
have to-
about Aaron's
You would
freckle.
have to cut that pretty face of yours to fit in.
Yeah,
I
they,
wanna-
they're cutting things
You
off.
just want
so
No, I want my freckle. Yeah, fuck
you're
that.
halfway there. You're
Yeah.
halfway there.
They
You just
probably
get-
want to cut it.
Yeah,
Cut
I'll
your
tell you,
freckle
you
off.
surgically remove the freckle, and if you keep the stitches, then you're in.
dude, it's not big enough for all that. I can't. I don't have room for stitches down there. It's fine. Yeah, it's fine. I'm half white. I'm
This
sorry.
time it was you saying it, not me. That's amazing.
It's all foreskin shadowing, right?
Oh man. Okay, is that our games?
That's our games. That's
Awesome.
our games.
Thank
for
you,
today.
Sam.
No,
Very
that was
awesome.
fun, you guys. Thank you.
Super cool. Super cool. Katrina, it's been a blast having you on the show.
Yes, it's been a pleasure.
You are a badass. I love your
You
music
are.
so much. Do you where can people find your work and stuff?
Well, on Spotify and Bandcamp and my website, katrinakope.com, can direct you to all those places.
Very nice.
Yeah, even all the other bands that I've been in and stuff. So
Okay. We
direct
can
you
find it all there. That one
Yeah.
spot. Okay, perfect.
Awesome.
And thank you, Tyler, for hopping on because it was nice to get to see you and meet you.
Thanks for having me.
Good work you do
And I'm
on
glad
her.
to see that all men are clumsy and hit their women's most sensitive spots when they don't want them to, because I don't know how many times she jumped going, oh, don't touch me.
I know he just
It's
did
not
it
just
again.
me.
No, yeah.
I'm
You
not
guys are
proud.
He's like,
I'm not fucking proud at all.
Oh, that's so sweet.
you guys are a badass team.
Yeah, you guys are.
seriously, the
Definitely.
production value, the vocals, the words, everything.
so quality.
It's very,
It's so
very,
good.
it's great music, you
It's
guys.
so good.
Oh, thank you.
Yes.
Thank
So
you
keep
so
keep it
much.
up. Keep it up. I'll be listening. I know we will for sure.
yeah.
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 I'll finish it and try to find some more stuff. So keep us in the loop of what you're doing.
Yeah,
If you
definitely.
can. We
Please
try to
do.
we try to promote everybody as much as we can, even after their show. So if something comes up and you got a gig coming up or anything you want, let us know.
Okay.
Thank you.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Appreciate
Keep
it.
being the dynamic duo that you are.
Dude, they're
Because we
badass.
enjoy, what you're putting out there. Loving it.
Yeah.
Loving it.
Super fun.
Likewise, yeah.
Yeah.
Appreciate
All
it,
right.
you guys.
Now you just need to find another drummer who didn't move off to Hawaii, so you guys can actually tour when
Right,
they start
yeah.
becoming available, or try and get them back.
Dude, I can still play drums.
No,
Okay.
No.
learning a song when you were a teenager does not mean that you can play the drums.
I know. Right?
I know. Yeah, I could play like 3 songs.
Okay, well, I'm sure they don't want to sing any of them. So,
I can still
or
hit the hi-hat.
she
I know what
doesn't
I'm doing.
sing.
I can do
we'll
double
just
bass
do
a little
those
bit.
3 songs.
Of course, I'm not going to put it past Tyler to be able to make it look good.
No,
or
he'd
sound
make me
good,
sound
look
badass.
good, sound good, all
Tyler
of it.
make
so,
me sound badass.
Make it,
I know.
you know,
Don't
that
make it
could,
shiny.
he can
Make
make
it
magic
make it
happen.
Shiny,
Right?
great. Just be like those 87-year-old Botox women.
It helps if you're good first.
Shiny.
Shiny.
All that matters.
He'll fill in all the gaps with like Botox to the face.
That's
I mean,
good
you
stuff.
have something great to work with already. She's beautiful. She sounds great. But I mean, could you make something like that sound good and look good? I'm just saying.
You can't make it. You can't make it.
What's
look-
one of the
Yeah.
lyrics in your thing? I'm only a piece of the puzzle. I think that's what you said in one of your
Oh,
songs.
yeah. Only a grain of
I'm a piece of
sand.
the puzzle, bro.
Yes.
Badass. I'm a piece of the puzzle. I'm not the whole fucking
Yes,
puzzle.
he's a piece
I'm a
of
miracle man suddenly.
Yeah.
That's
See what I mean?
Yeah. See what I'm saying?
I know what I'm talking. I love your song. It's badass.
No, it's great. It's super catchy and really good. I was in the shower singing it all morning.
Yeah. Dope. Dope.
Why are you taking a shower all morning?
Well, I mean,
Yeah, it
because I
takes a
take
lot-
long showers.
Takes a lot to get the crumbs off.
Well, I like to take. You know what? Fuck off and die. First of all, and second of all, I like to take all the hot water, so Aaron doesn't fucking have any and has to take a cold shower.
Yeah.
Wait a minute. He gets up like 3 hours before you do. Does he doesn't take a shower before you?
No, the fuck he doesn't.
Nobody does.
Do you know now that he doesn't go to a
I
9 to
started a
5?
fight.
Nobody does.
He doesn't go to a 9 to 5 anymore. So actually,
Nobody
who gets up first? Me. Usually.
I woke you up this morning.
Whatever. Anyway.
Katrina,
Anyway.
Tyler, what time does the shower start at your guys' place?
Oh, this is exciting for the podcast.
Well, I don't think Katrina's showering anymore.
Oh no, I'm not showering anymore.
Since the whole
Wow, you don't
Yeah.
even have to shower and you look that good.
Because of the surgery.
I can't figure it out.
She means because
Oh,
of the surgery.
okay. I'm like, Jesus.
what's that thing the
You
Romans
never-
did where they put oil and then they scrape it off with a stick?
Yeah.
You know, it's kind of a Roman bathhouse thing.
But when I do take a shower, it's like, I don't know.
Do you take
20
long
minutes?
showers? 20
Oh, yeah.
minutes? Okay.
Okay. Yeah, you
I
don't take
mean,
that
especially,
long.
Especially if I wash my hair. Like, I only wash my hair twice a week.
Same.
So,
Me
When I
too.
clean the hair out, I take the hair out of the
and
drain
he
for
takes
her.
the hair out of the drain because, that's how it goes.
Okay,
And
yeah. Oh, you guys are baldies. Yeah, y'all get it.
And he's a baldy, so
Yeah.
I clean his hair off of the counter.
You know, I did
From the
this.
shape, yeah, from the yeah.
I did this
Same.
just to prove that it's none of my fucking hair that's stuck in the drain.
Yeah, that's
Oh my god.
That's
Yep.
what I'm saying.
Yep.
And
Yep.
here's
And
but
it's still
here's
a
the long
debate.
spiky strip you stick down the drain to pull the shit out. Here, you go do it. It's your shit. You go clean it.
Oh, we have the mushroom.
Wow, you're
Yeah, we
I
have
was
I
a
got the
lot
mushroom
nicer.
now.
Oh, you got the mushroom. I know
What's
what
the
that is.
I
mushroom?
bought the fucking mushroom and I
Tell
put
me
it
what the
in there,
mushroom-
and then I have to pull the mushroom out and clean it now. And I thought she would take over.
I clean it sometimes.
You can get a mushroom, a butterfly, or a little flower.
They need a mushroom. We need one.
There you go, mushroom. We
Yeah,
need
you
a
need a
mushroom.
Yeah.
We need more mushroom.
We don't have the same shower. We have separate bathrooms. There's the boys' bathroom. It's nasty in there.
It's not
And
that
then there's
nasty.
the girls' bathroom, and it's very pretty in there.
That
I just
makes-
remodeled
that's
it.
Just being freshly painted does not make it pretty.
You know,
It's pretty.
It's so weird that she's saying that because she's the first one that tells me that the girls' restroom in any restaurant or bar or everything
Smells
is the
like a
worst one compared to the
vagina.
guys.
Isn't it nasty? The worst
So,
thing in the world is
I
a
don't-
public women's room.
So
Yes.
I
don't
that.
either.
Why does it
I
always
don't either.
Smell like a gaping vagina.
It does. It's horrible.
Because it's-
actually,
yeah.
not just a gaping vagina, but something very wrong with it.
yeah, like
You're like,
yeah.
girl, you need to go to the doctor. I don't know, something.
This is why
Yeah, it's weird.
It's
smells.
bad. It's so bad.
Stinks.
Okay,
this.
but from a house, his
house?
bathroom is way worse.
Okay.
It's way worse. Smells like piss.
She acts like the boys and I pee just stay. Oh, here we go, and we just piss all over the fucking walls.
Well, that's
we
because
don't
I
do
went.
that.
I went in there with.
They tried to aim.
I went in there with a black light.
Oh, for fuck's sakes!
Pee on the
yeah.
ceiling. Pee
no,
on the
no,
wall.
no, no, no.
pee on
That's
the
because
toilet,
we don't
pee
close
everywhere.
the lid when you flush it. You know the particles.
That was actually part of episode 39.
Don't even try that shit.
Blood,
That's not
urine, or
a.
semen.
No, I remember.
Well,
Well,
funny
that
thing
could
is,
be there's
please-
teenage boys, so.
Please also
she leaves me
remember
no hot water. Remember, my shit shrivels up like a stack of dimes. It's not going to get that far.
a whole stack.
Yeah.
But also please remember that bleach also shows up like urine and
Oh, it does?
body fluids. That's
There
why
has
they
never
say
been
if
bleach
there's-
used in that
I
bathroom
haven't
ever.
bleached that bathroom.
I can testify to
I
that.
haven't done that.
Never used bleach ever.
Nope. No, I didn't. I'm not going to lie. I've never bleached that.
That shit
bathroom.
is gross.
No. I use Clorox wipes. That's about it.
Talk about okay. That is what I could use for the answer for your question about what grosses me out about you.
The bathroom?
The chloride.
Yeah.
That's not just me, though. There's
Yeah,
boys in the
that's
house.
true.
We've got
That's true.
boys.
It's all the boys.
But
in the
they're
house.
from you, right?
Yeah.
Indeed, they are.
Well, you know
Indeed,
what?
they
If
are.
someone's going to take the blame for it, put it on my shoulders.
It's
I mean,
on
I can
you.
take it. It's good. It's fine.
It's on you. Nasty. His smelling bathroom. Like,
I might not even be
guests
brown.
come over. We're like, don't use that bathroom. It's the guy's bathroom, and it smells, and it's nasty.
It's so bad. You know what's funny? I might not even be brown. I might have turned brown after being with Sam, sleeping in the same bed with you with the chocolate all over all the time. I'm probably a white guy and don't even know it.
You are a white guy, but
Oh, yeah, I am a guy. I'm pretty much white. All right.
he just happens to be black.
Correct. Anyway, love you guys. Thank you for being on our show.
Yeah. thanks
You guys
for
are
having us.
awesome.
Thank you.
All right. Chuck, do you want to close us out, man?
They're going, what is
I
wrong
don't
with you
fucking
guys?
know if I can today.
You can't close our show out anymore?
Well, no, I just want to kind of keep going. I haven't laughed in a long time, so this is good.
That's good. That's good for you.
Katrina, and it's Tyler, right?
Yeah.
You're not just
Yes.
the arm candy, right? You actually have a name. It's Tyler? Tyler, right? Okay.
Tyler.
Okay.
Man meat.
Man.
Man meat. Interesting.
Wait, strangely
I
enough,
like
I
that.
like that.
I like that
meat.
too.
Man, fuck arm candy. Man meat.
Mess with
Man
man
meat.
I like that. Okay.
good.
Thank you very
That's
much,
good.
you guys, both of you, for joining us today on Around the Reel. Thank you for joining us for a cup of coffee and a conversation. Thank you for taking a moment to share something intimate as far as what you've been going through. Before we even got to find out who you were, we were talking about cancer and melanomas and everything else, which is
Weird.
why I really, truly appreciate and love these conversations, as opposed to getting to know fellow artists and stuff in our area, but also having a real conversation with people so we can see something that not everybody gets a chance to share. So thank you for doing that with us, and I want to say I look forward to seeing more of you when you can go out and do more stuff coming up soon, hopefully.
Soon.
But no, thank you so much for joining us today. And remember, everybody out there, think hard, because you're thinking anyway.
We'll see you guys later.
See ya.
Thank you.
Bye. Thank you guys so much. Bye.
Thanks for tuning
Wait,
in.
remember, everybody, think hard, because you're thinking anyway.
Oh, for the love of Christ, both of you guys.
He just
Are you
cut me off,
serious?
though. Just cut me off.
Nobody,
Yeah, because-
nobody needs to hear the old intro.
Okay,
or
well, I'm
outro.
going to cut you both off and say thank you for listening to our show. Thank you for tuning into Around the Reel.
That's great stuff.
Yeah.
So why did they even tune in the first place?
I don't know, but they're glad they did.
Yeah. I think it's because we're trying to inspire people
We are.
and have fun with people.
People that are artists.
Creatives.
Yeah. People that are out there trying to make a living with their art.
That's a beautiful thing.
That's what we're doing.
They're
Yeah.
crafty.
Yes.
So have them tune in. And how do they get on our show, Chuck?
You can get on our show by going to our website. Please visit us at cccentertainmentgroup.com. Click on the scheduling
Link.
link.
I'll send you to me.
Yeah.
Sassy Sam was going to get you all lined up on everything
I'll hook you up with a day and a time.
sometime in 2021 or 2022, because it's filling up fast. So if you want to get on this show,
Get on
I
it.
highly suggest
Get on it.
you start clicking your brains out.
Come be our guest on our show. We'd love to hear your story.
We'd love to hear it.
Make sure you come visit us on Amazon Prime and OP Prime.
Oh,
Come
yeah. Watch
The
our
Outrider.
movie. Watch our movie. The Outrider.
Yeah, you can watch Marcus
good.
Ford kick some fucking ass.
Oh,
This was a perfectly good take until you said
until
that.
you said that.
All right, well, thanks for tuning in to the show. Bye-bye, guys.